Let's come to order for this committee meetings for February 9th, 2026. I'll ask all of our commissioners to please turn your mics on. We'll ask anyone that comes to speak to please speak into the mic. If you need to lower it or lift it up, that'll be fine so you can be heard. We'll start with our committees tonight, and we'll start with the Justice Center Public Safety Committee and Chairman Tim Horner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll call the Justice Center Public Safety Committee to order. Anyone wishing to address this committee will have 3 minutes. Seeing none, item 3A, no old business. Item 4A, Justice Center Project Update, Jaron Dowater, Burwell Construction.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Back to 60-degree weather. Doesn't help with this project because we're pretty much complete, but it is nice seeing that weather again. Not much overall to report other than the things are progressing for their final. There was some doors that we had issues with that are being replaced. Those are being shipped April 17th and will be installed in a timely manner that doesn't affect anything with the proceedings of court or anything else that would be going on in the Justice Center at that time. There was just a stain differentiation that didn't quite match, that we didn't accept, so they are proceeding with that. Some floors in the lower cells, those are being mitigated this week. There were some issues with those that are being addressed this week. All the AV punch list items that needed to be completed, audiovisual items have been completed and signed off. The security camera systems had to be checked by the county's personnel there, the sheriff's personnel, to verify every camera position. That has been signed off and completed. And just ongoing paperwork. So for the owner's operation manuals are in nearly complete. They're still receiving all those, the warranties and all the just documentation that goes along with that. But if there's anything grass related, I know that came up as well. The seeding will take place in spring when it's the right time. Even though we're in 60-degree weather, it could drop again here shortly with this wonderful East Tennessee weather.
Any questions? Commissioner Green?
You said the floor issues. Exactly what's wrong with the floors?
Just some cleaning issues. You can see it's kind of a rough texture, so they've found a way to mitigate that, and they're addressing it this week.
The cracking, the last time that I had the opportunity to go through the jail, there was quite a bit of cracking. And I don't remember which floor it was on because I had some mobility issues at the time. Has anything been done with that?
There was no issues with the cracking on the concrete floors. Concrete's going to crack, but there was nothing in there that was above that needed to be mitigated in that sense.
So you're telling me that is normal?
Concrete cracks, yes.
Well, if I give $105 million and it cracked, somebody'd have their head in that.
Anyone else? Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you all.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
That's all you have? All right, thank you, Chairman Horner. Move now to the Education Committee, and I'll call on Chairman Stan Harville.
Call the Education Committee to order. Anyone wishing to address the committee, you have 3 minutes. Seeing no one, we have no old business, new business. Call upon Superintendent of Schools Arnold Bunch for presentation.
So good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for this time. Tonight is really to say thank you. So if we'll roll the first video here, this is going to take a few minutes. I ask for your patience. And you watch. We got 2 videos I want to show you, and I want to talk for a few minutes after that.
Thank you so much to the board who allowed us to have these new classrooms in 8th grade. All of us enjoy them so much.
I commissioned, my name is John. I just want to take the time to tell y'all that I'm really grateful for the money you put into this project. Successful project. Is, I really like the new classrooms. I just want to take the time to say thank you, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for providing me with this beautiful classroom. I love it, my students love it, and it's like my second home.
Thank you so much for the classrooms. They look nice and we're so grateful.
Thank you for the rooms. These rooms are just the best thing. We can focus and learn. The rooms are closed. We are not suffering from the cold, the warmth. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much for our new classrooms. I have been here at Lincoln for 11 years, and this has been a complete game changer in our learning environment, and we appreciate everything that you all did. Thank you again.
Thank you, Commission, for these amazing new rooms. We feel like we can do a lot more work in here and communicate better because they're closed off, and the temperature is also really nice, so thank you.
Thank you so much for the hard work and time that y'all spent making these rooms. We're so grateful and thankful that we get to learn better.
Thank you all so much for our new classrooms. I know it was a long time coming. We appreciate you all voting to spend the money on it. I can tell a difference in the kids. They are so excited, so appreciative, and just want to say again, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for the enclosed classrooms. It really helps us focus and learn a lot better than we used to.
Thank you so much for believing in us and giving us the tools like this wonderful classroom. And it's so nice. We're so excited. The kids are so excited. But thank you for believing in us and investing in these awesome kids at Lincoln and helping us help them reach the great heights that they're going to reach. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commission!
Thank you guys so much for our new classrooms. We are so appreciative of it. I came here to Lincoln, and just to see the transformation of the open classrooms to the closed classrooms, I cannot wait to see our students go from good to great. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for the enclosed classrooms. It really helps us with our safety and our learning. It helps us focus more, and I just wanted to say thank you so much.
We thank you for all these new rooms. It's very exciting, and hope you have a pleasant day.
Thank you so much for all the support to get Lincoln walls and doors. I went to Lincoln and we didn't have walls and doors, so I know that my students are really appreciative of it, and I am super appreciative of it. So thank you again for all you do and all you have done to get us our new classrooms.
Thank you so much for the money providing us with these classrooms. We're so thankful. Thank you for our new classrooms. We love them so much.
Thank you so much for the rooms.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate it. We're very grateful. They always look amazing. The classrooms look really good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the new classrooms. This is my first year. I never thought that I would be able to be in brand new classrooms. I know that I feel so blessed to have them, and our students do too. So thank you for me and our students for putting the effort into giving us new classrooms and taking us from good to great.
Thank you, Commission and the board, for providing the money and the materials to create our new rooms. We love them so much, and we just appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the money and material you guys gave us. We love the rooms.
Thank you so much for giving us the money and materials to make this hallway. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commission.
Thank y'all so much for funding these awesome classrooms and these amazing hallways. All of us absolutely love it. There's been no hate that's been added to this, and God's definitely blessed y'all with amazing talent because these look absolutely amazing.
Thank you to the commissioners for the classrooms. They are very cozy and they are easy to focus in, and they are really nice to stay in, and overall I think I could learn better in these classrooms.
Thank you guys so much for the new classrooms, and thank you for funding them. We appreciate all of you, and we thank you for the amount of support that you give us.
Hi, I'm Christiana Langhans, principal at Lincoln Heights Middle School.
And hello, I'm Tyson Jones. I'm the assistant principal at Lincoln Heights Middle School. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for approving the bond that's provided these beautiful classrooms for our school. Our teacher morale is at an all-time high. Teachers are reporting that their students are more focused and more attentive during instruction, and all the distractions that used to come with open classrooms have been eliminated. So I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the students, not just the teachers, but the students, these kids deserve this. They deserve classrooms with 4 walls. They deserve these nice hallways to walk through. Our air conditioning and our heating, a lot better because we're not heating and cooling an entire wing. Kids can focus. They're not hearing 4 different classrooms all at one time. The safety of our kids and our teachers, so much better because there's only one door to go in and out of. So much better. Thank you guys so much for helping Lincoln Heights Middle School, again, go from good to great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we got one more that I wanted to run. And this is from the Metaview folks.
You know, as a former student here, I can attest to the problems of open classroom. We've had open classrooms since the school opened 50 years ago. As a student, I remember sitting in 6th grade social studies and being able to look all the way over and hear what was going on in 8th grade across the building. As an administrator now, having these walls, I've already been in classrooms and I've experienced the new learning environment that we have now. It's quiet, it's focused, it's a lot better. It's going to benefit our kids in the long run. And I really appreciate the County Commission and Hamblen County putting forth the money and supporting Hamblen County schools by doing this project.
The benefits of these classrooms, it's like helping me like focus more and study more. It helps the teachers teach better, not getting interrupted by other students going in their classrooms, not the other teachers talking loudly. It's give us many opportunities in these classrooms and many more to come.
There are so many benefits to these new closed classrooms, but I will choose just this one, and it is the lack of distraction that these students will now face. Their lives are full of distractions, and their focus, they have not had the opportunity to really practice that focus in our open classrooms, but having the walls and the inability to see what their neighbors are doing and to hear what their neighbors are doing has really allowed me to reach them in a way that has not been possible before.
Well, with the new classroom setup, it's definitely more quieter because we're separated from each other, and especially for the science classrooms because now they have sinks, so during the science experiments, we can clean up after.
I'm very excited to see what my kids are going to be able to do in this room. I've had open walls for 10 years, and I think it's going to be a really great thing for them for more focus and more ability to have academic rigor and them to be able to reach their full potential.
I'm grateful for the classroom is that that it's more quiet and we can focus more on our work instead of getting distracted by the other classrooms, and instead of hearing the other teachers talk, we can fully hear our teachers talking.
Benefits down the road definitely would be, more learning, more time that they're not distracted, more time that they can focus better, and so hopefully in change that will make test scores and grades go up.
It's more, I feel like it's more organized because you can actually focus instead of looking around the classroom and seeing other people and seeing what they're doing.
We also love the safety aspect of it. Having the walls is definitely going to help us out with safety. With just one entrance into this room, it's really going to help out quite a bit.
I like the new classrooms because they help us stay more safe than we used to, because the other ones used to be open and connected, but now they're just closed and they're just individual rooms. And that will help my classmates as an 8th grader to help them stay more focused on their work since it's quieter on it.
So I think with the new classrooms, having walls and having an enclosed classroom, you're going to see behaviors go down. Students are going to have to lock in on their teacher, not be distracted by their friends in other classrooms. I think there'll be an increase in test scores. We'll see that in benchmarks. We'll see that in just overall student success. So just thank you so much for this. I've taught in classrooms that were open, and it's exciting times here at Meadowview, and just thankful for everyone that's helped us get this far, and we're going to continue to change the narrative.
Today, for the first time in the history of the school, every one of our students is inside an enclosed classroom. I can't tell you how excited the staff is about that, and we're really looking forward to seeing all of the benefits, short-term and long-term, everything from safety benefits to academic benefits to just the social part. A teacher can build relationships in a way that they've never been able to do because they literally have their own entire classroom, and it's quiet, and they can focus, and kids can focus on them. So we're really excited here at Meadowview, and we can't thank Commission and our school board enough for making this a possibility. We're going to honor the commitment that you guys have made to us by doing everything we can to give our kids opportunities. So thank you again for the classrooms.
And I can't say thank you enough for these classrooms.
Thank you for the new classrooms. They are wonderful. We're highly pleased, and the kids are highly pleased. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for helping us get walls in the classroom. We really appreciate it, and I think it's going to do great things for our kids.
Thank you so much for the new classrooms. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the new classrooms.
Thank you for the new classrooms.
Thank you for the classrooms.
Thank you for the classrooms.
And I'm just very thankful for the classrooms. Thank you for the classroom.
Okay, so you all approved a $13.5 million bond to get that started. We thought it was going to take 2 years. We now believe the project will be done either no later than probably mid-April, meaning that instead of 2 years, it's going to be done in less than 1. The bids came in lower than what we had anticipated. With the money that is there, we've worked to make sure that we're legal, that we can use that money and some additional monies that you all authorized when we thought the cost was going to be more to try to take on enclosing the classroom walls at John Hay. And so that's what we're doing with the money that's still there, trying to improve that learning environment and try to make it better, with also an option at John Hay to be able to get rid of the 2 modular units or the 2 modular classrooms that are at the back. Hopefully we can get rid of that and get it back to the point that it's just a brick building and a beautiful school. It's interesting that we're doing this now. I think I told you all this before. He talked about when the school was built. I went there in the 8th grade the first year the school opened, and I went to John Hay the first year they opened it in the 1st grade. So we're now going back to Miles' stomping grounds and enclosing classrooms to make the learning environment better. But I wanted you to see this so that we could make you aware of just how much we appreciate all of the support that you all gave us and your commitment to education, and it shows what you're trying to do. And can I step through, sir? Just want to step through if I can. So what I have here, I'm going to let you all share some of these. These are thank you notes from the kids. They wrote some of them up. I'll let you all take 1 or 2 and pass them around to do that. The other item that I have here when I got here as the superintendent, we started making challenge points. If you're in the military, you pretty much know what those are. If you're not in the military, these are something we give out to people that have done great things for us to help us succeed. And it's a sign of respect and everything else. Ours has on it, on one side, is the Hamblen County Department of Education logo, and on the back, it says Shaping Hamblen County's Future, One Student at a Time. That's what we believe we're doing in education, is shaping the future. And so for all of your all's support for doing this, your commitment to our education with the monies, you gotta shake my hand with your right hand, and you don't want to drop it, because if you drop it, there are drink implications of you doing that. And I'll leave it at that, and we can go into more detail later as we need to. So this is a small token of our thanks and appreciation for everything that you all have done to help us. Mr. Long, I will not give you one because you already have one as being one of my supervisors.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Howell.
Yes, sir, thank you. Besides John Hay, who else?
That is the last of the open classrooms.
The other thing I noticed was in the classrooms, they had some computers. Is that something that follows them, the computers?
We are at this time one-to-one for all of our students. The only ones that are specifically tied to it, they get one issued to them each year. They may get a different one the next year. We're on right now a 4-year tech refresh. The ones that are definitely tied to the kids are the ones at high school. When they come in as a freshman, if they give a certain amount of money, then we give them a computer, and we do that for the whole time that they're at the high school. They'll keep the same computer. The one other one that I want to add, and then I'll take whatever else. Safety, they talked about it. For some of you, if you aren't aware, the way the schools were configured before, if you got in one door, you had access to 18 to 20 classrooms. Okay, so you could go all around and not hit another wall that would be a stop. And so with this, now every one of them's enclosed, every one of them's got a locking door, much safer environment for our students.
Any other questions?
Thank you all again for your great support. We really appreciate you.
We thank you, Mr. Bunch. I will say this. I have experience teaching in an open classroom at Westview several years ago, and I know we got some former students here, some of my former students here, actually. But it was like setting up 10 classrooms in a gymnasium. And it was, I don't know. I don't know how anybody can learn in that environment. So when I was listening to those teachers and even the students, I felt them. And I think it'll make a marked difference in what these young men and women are doing in the classroom. I know it'll be a big help to the teachers. Focus, you know, it's really going to be it's just a great step forward. It's necessary. Should never have been open to begin with, but that was 50 years ago. We move on. But we thank Mr. Bunch for everything that he's done for our school system, and we appreciate the citizens of Hamblen County making this happen.
Thank you all very much. That's all I have there, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Harville. We'll move now to our Budget Committee and Chairman Rodney Long.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I call the Budget Committee to order. Is there anybody at this time wishing to address the Budget Committee at this time? Seeing none, we have no old business. New business will be 4A, fiscal year 26-27, the preliminary budget plan of action. Call on Finance Director Amanda Hale.
And Commissioners, tonight before you is just the preliminary budget plan for this coming 26-27 budget year. This is no different than the one we normally present to you, but just take notice that the last couple of years we have done a Saturday budget workshop, and that this year will fall on Saturday, May the 16th, just to point that out, and it goes through the dates as far as meeting with the departments and then the presentations to the commission. So we need a motion to approve that for tonight, please.
Okay, I would, do I have a motion to approve this schedule as printed?
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Ahern. Is any discussion? Commissioner Green?
I have a question for Miss Amanda. Any idea of when they're going to start the audit through the State Comptroller's Office, ma'am?
They have started that now.
Okay, any idea of when it will be over and finished, ma'am?
I do not know.
Okay, well, I noticed when I was going through that we started out 120 million in the budget, and we ended up 130. I'm just curious why, unless I overlooked something.
You may have to repeat your question. I'm not sure.
I noticed when we started, we were 120 mil, if I understood my budget correctly, but in the end, we were 130.
You were in 120,
I think it was. Thank you.
I don't, yeah, I don't, could you give me some, we were $120 million in what?
When I went through the budget paperwork, Peggy, if you don't care, clarify it for me, please.
You had a paper that said it started out at 120 million and now it's 130 million.
Yes, thank you.
Which budget are we referring to?
I think it was. Thank you, Miss Peggy.
We need specifics, I mean, for us to trace this down. Which budget are you asking about?
School budget.
School budget, okay, that
Thank
helps.
you.
That helps.
Thank you for clarifying, hon.
No, ma'am, I didn't clarify. I'm asking you what you want.
Yes, sir.
Is anyone else?
Any explanation on that one?
Are you speaking of which budget? Last
Well,
year's?
I think it was the school one that we were looking at. It started out at 120 million and it was up to 130 when I looked it down at the end of it. So
Last year's budget or this year's budget?
I think it was this year's that I was looking at.
That's an increase without any.
Right, anything that is more would be due to budget amendments.
That big grants and stuff that the school.
Anything, if it's the school board's budget, anything Jared, would present as far as a budget amendment could increase that budget.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Just to clarify one other thing, that was no other cost to this county with the school board budget. When they come here, it is the same budget that they had. Okay, they come to us for approval for amendments, but it's no more money out of our general fund.
Good. Thank you.
Anyone else? Before we vote on this, I just want to say, it's very crucial that we look at these dates and get them on your calendar because it is very beneficial that everyone is here if any way possible. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you, Chairman Long. We'll now move to our Finance Committee, and again, I'll call on Chairman Rodney Long.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I call the Finance Committee to order. Is anyone wishing to address this committee at this time? You have 3 minutes. Seeing none, we go to item 3, occurring business. That is your expenditure reports and your monthly checks. There is no old business. Number 5 is new business. 5A is the construction change directory, number 3 of Hamblen County Health Department of $5,345. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, this is a construction change directive that came from our architects, and they're asking for this body to approve a lump sum increase of $5,345. And for that, it is the removal and disposal of steel frames supporting refrigeration equipment from the building, which are obstructing the addition of new roof curbs. What basically that means, there's framing on top for the air conditioner units to sit. The old ones, when they were removed, it was thought that all this could be reused, and once it was discovered it could not. Therefore, the change order. It has to be a mechanical contractor and a roofing contractor involved in adjusting this. The new equipment came in. It was supposed to, we had hoped it would fit. It does not. Therefore, we have this change directive. And again, the cost is $5,345. It is supposed to be that or less. That's why under the construction change directive, rather than a change order. Yes, sir.
Do you think you're going to have any more change notices on this health department?
You know what, Mr. Neesmith, I would imagine, yes, sir. It's still way early. The walls are up, drywall's up. A plug might need to be changed. But yes, sir, I think it's likely to.
You think there'd be more change notices?
Yes, sir. I mean, I would be wrong in saying that there wouldn't be. It's way too early to know this. Every corner you turn, is something may change. They may move a fire extinguisher. They may move a water fountain because of something. But yes, sir, I would imagine that there will be other change orders.
Is it our fault or the architect's or the contractor's fault?
It all depends. I can't answer that at this point. I have no idea which order we're looking at.
I was looking at the license change notice before you got it, and in that, I brought it with me. We're paying for a porta potty, 2 porta potties on that license change notice, and a lift to lift the sheetrock up. Why are we doing that?
That
Why
was
we
an
paying for
additional,
porta
that
potty?
was, I can't answer
It was
specifically.
It was in there.
I'm not arguing that it was in there. I'm saying you asked me why it's doing that, and this was a change order for new walls. That's what that was. It was an addition of a new wall to create an IT room where one was originally in the Ag Center, and it was moved to the rear of the building.
I think a lot of times on these change notes, we get in too big a hurry, and we don't see what all it was involved with it. But we should never be paying for, porta johns, scissor lift, drywall. I can see the drywall, but I can't see the lift that the contractor, that should be part of his, he should furnish his own lift. I mean, you know, it's in $100 and $150 range stuff, but it don't take much $150 to get up to 1,000. It don't take many thousands to get to 100,000. So I just wonder why it was like that.
They had an extension of time, from what I remember.
There is zero extension of time.
On the last one.
On the last one, there was 20 days attached, but it went to a change order directive. A construction change directive, wherefore they have to prove the fact that they need those 20 days.
Right. Usually a requirement, you gotta have a certain number of days stipulated for equipment for your people. And they probably were past that. That's why they'd requested additional time for both.
All these were related to porta johns, scissor lifts. Both of them had that on there.
Ms. Green?
Quick question. I know on the jail, we recycled a lot of that steel. Is there any way we can recycle any of this that we cannot use now?
Ma'am, I couldn't answer that. I don't know. I don't know that answer.
Well,
Anyone
then
else?
We need to look at saving everything we can save.
Anyone else? Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Richardson. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Hunt. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Go to 5B. It's a budget amendment. B1 is the Hamblen County Department of Education budget amendment. Number 7, it's an increase of $88,600. Mr. Jerry?
Good evening. If it's okay, I would like to answer your question about the
Please.
budget. So in your packet, you should have the cover for our amendment, and I think that is probably where you got the 120 to 130 million. So you can see detailed down through there the different amendments that we've brought up to be approved. The biggest of those, the first amendment, were some grants that we weren't ready to budget when our initial budget passed. The next line item was amendment number 4, which was the EESI program, and that was another $5 million. So that's the brunt of the delta between the 130. So the amendment I have today is amendment number 7. I want to add that, and on that same piece of paper, it states that this amendment does not affect the county's, county's maintenance of effort. So this amendment, the primary items on this amendment is to accept two tutoring grants. We have an early literacy tutoring grant for $14,000 and a Tennessee All-Core Tutoring Innovation Grant for $74,600. The rest of this amendment, we want to add a RBT position. We added 3 last month. This is to serve behaviors. A lot of these type positions were previously contracted out, so you will notice that we are taking away from other contracted services, and we want to hire this position in-house. The other line item is a reclass of ISM grant funds. We came in lower on a construction project, so we want to rebudget those funds in supplies and materials to be able to spend that grant down.
Any questions?
This is no additional money, right?
No change to maintenance of effort.
Anyone else? Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Reed. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ladd. Now we have B2, Fund 101, the Circuit Court of $3,400. Ms. Hale?
The budget amendment before you tonight is from Circuit Court for $3,400. Teresa West has asked to move this money from her reserve account to purchase some additional technology items, computers and iPads. No change in fund balance, just moving from a reserve.
Any questions? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Reed. Second by Mr. Huntsman. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6 is just the items of interest for y'all to look over. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have at this time.
Thank you, Chairman Long. Let's move now to the Personnel Committee. I'll call on Chairman Stan Harville.
The Personnel Committee to order. Anyone wishing to address has 3 minutes. Seeing none, number 3, we have no old business. Number 4, our new business is approval of education pay submissions. You see that on your next page. I'll entertain a motion.
Make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker to accept.
Second.
Second, Mr. Horner, thank you. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed likewise? Motion passes. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Harville. Move now to the Public Services Committee. Call on Chairman Mike Richardson.
Call the Public Services Committee to order. Anyone wishing to speak to about agenda items only, you've got 3 minutes. Seeing none, we'll go to item 3A, no old business. Item 4A, surplus of items for the assessor of property, Keith Ely. Keith's not here. Looks like there's some, just some office equipment that he'd like to surplus and put that in the, or ask for a motion on that.
Make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Long. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ahern. Any discussion? Seeing none, let's call for the vote. All in favor? Aye. All opposed by a like sign? Motion carries. Item B, 4B, surplus of items for the Hamblen County Clerk, Ms. Henderson. It looks like it's basically the same. There's some court clerk or clerk's office equipment to be surplused, some old PCs and monitors. Do we have a motion for that? Motion by Ms. Howe, Commissioner
Second.
Howe. Who do we have a second by? Mr. Harvey? Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by a like sign. No opposition to vote. The motion carries. Item 4C is the 2026 proposed road paving list. You'll find a list of the roads that are being proposed for paving this year. Looks like there's about 9 miles and about 14,000 tons of asphalt. Put that, can we get a motion on that?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Ahern, second by Mr. Long. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
Yes, thank you. How do you get on that list?
Amen.
So, the road superintendent goes out and reviews the roads and sees what state they're in. what condition what pieces of equipment have to come in and out, school buses, garbage trucks, what ambulances, how heavily they're traveled, what the condition of the existing road is, and there's several, just aspects that he looks at and puts a number to it and puts it in the budget.
Okay. Let's see, I was wondering if Fernwood, we have some roads that, good gracious, the city uses, well, especially going into the landfill. I mean, I think they're supposed to come another way.
Some of those roads are city roads and county roads, where they meet.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's at this point right now, it's an inspection.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, thank you.
I got one question.
Mr. Neesman?
I was looking at this road list. It must be election year. Because we're gonna do roads. I looked at these and District 6, they only got one road paved. District 7's gonna get 2. District 8's gonna get 3. District 10's gonna get 1. District 11's gonna get 4, Peggy.
Hey, how about that?
How about that? District 12's gonna get 2, and District 13's gonna get 3. So,
Can I answer that?
that's what I say.
Last year
It's
is the
election
first year, well, it is election year coming up,
It
but
is.
last year is the first year that the commission has given money to pave roads, thanks to Mr. Harville, Commissioner Harville. So we have money available now. So we've taken roads that, worst case scenario, need paving, and we start there. And you look on the, east versus west kind of thing, how quick or how heavily they're traveled, what condition they're in now. So that's how the roads get decided on, Mr. Neesmith. Ms.
How
Green?
does he determine exactly how much they're traveled on? And let me give you an example. Panther Creek Road. How exactly does he determine how much they're traveled? Because if you just go out and run over a road, no offense intended, I can run over Panther Creek Road, but that don't mean I know what's traveled on it or what kind of machinery is brought across it or anything else.
There are reports from TDOT that have, anticipated travel, daily travel. And that's part of it. And then going out there and sitting and looking, So, you go to Kibbles Ridge Road at certain times of the day, you go to Panther Creek. Part of those roads are city streets too and state roads. So, any other questions? Okay.
I know we said we're using the 24-25 budget year since that was higher prices, things are cheaper.
Well, we anticipate an increase in prices,
And then-
but those prices are good right now. If we get this in place, they'll honor those.
So I know like on DOT bids, do we have an asphalt pricing index when we do our bids?
Same thing.
Okay, we usually don't see those directly, so I assume that. Okay.
Ms. Green?
Are you gonna, I guess what I'm wondering is, are you gonna contract them out or do them?
No, we don't pave any roads. They're all contracted out.
Okay, is it a bidding system, just
It
like
is.
it is through the
They
mayor's
take a bid
office?
every spring,
At least 3 bidders then?
at least 3 bidders,
Okay.
correct.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more question?
Ms. Howe?
Yes, sir, thank you. So we should be able to fund all of these,
We have money available.
that is,
Ms. Amanda, money's available.
that's a blessing, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? If not, can we have a motion? We have a motion, we have a second. Call for the vote. All in favor? All opposed, by like sign? Motion carries. Item 4D is approval requested from the Highway Department to pave additional roads with any funding remaining after the spring paving projects are complete. And put that up for a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Harville,
Second.
second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion?
Would that be brought back to this commission before that is decided?
That's the way I read it.
That, It wasn't intended to, but it could be. Here's the issue is, the contractors out there paving, he's set up and mobilized in a certain area. If we have additional funds, it looks like we might be able to pick another parcel of a road up while he's in that area. So it could, if we wait the 30 days or the whatever, we might get behind and not be able to pave. So that's why the road department's asking for additional, within that money, within that $2.5 million, if there is additional funds, to go ahead and just pave that road that's beside, if it needs it.
I think what we agreed on is any paving, when we moved all the wheel tax to paving, any paving has to come before this commission to be approved.
That is
So
correct.
I'm not gonna go back on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is correct. That's what we said.
Okay.
I think that you have your crews out there, you can look far enough ahead to see what you're gonna be doing there, I would hope. But that was the stipulation that we put in on that, so that we would know that all that money was going to, not that we don't think you're gonna go and pave roads with it, but that's what the stipulation was in there.
Ms.
What-
Hale?
Yes, sir, thank you. What if you know you're gonna be out there and you know that, okay, the meeting's going to be, would that be a good time to ask for permission that if there is additional, that you could use it, would that work?
Well, I would think that if you looked ahead and you knew you had these two roads that was gonna be next on your list, you could come to this commission and say, hey, this is the two that we wanna do if we have that extra money. We see we're doing that. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back on what we
No, sir.
voted on. I'm not gonna do that.
All right, so any other questions? Not, we'll call for the vote. All in favor? I guess, can we get a count on this? It sounds like it's... Okay, the motion is item 4D. Approval requested to use additional funds, or funds remaining from the paving projects, to pave additional roads.
I would think we need to amend that motion to.
I agree, that
You wanna amend your
any
motion?
funding remaining after the spring projects can be used for more paving, but it has to come back in front of county commission.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, we've already got that, so.
Yeah, but it wasn't in.
So,
it wasn't in this.
to clarify, with that amendment, I don't know that we need a roll call vote. Or do we? I'm asking.
We're really not changing anything,
Yeah,
so
so
I
just
think
be
we
the
can just
amendment
do it.
to come back. Okay, so, all right, so we have the first and the second. All right, so call for the vote. Hang on.
Vote on your amendment first, please.
Okay.
Take this amendment, vote, first and a second on the amendment, and vote on that, and then attach it to the original motion.
Okay, so we'll vote, take a vote on the amendment. All in favor, say aye. All opposed by the like sign. So the amendment carries. So now we'll take a vote on 4D as amended. Now, do we have a motion?
I'll keep that motion.
Motion by Mr. Harville,
And I'll
second by Mr. Long. Any discussion? Okay, call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign. Motion carries. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Richardson. Now move to our Calendar and Rules Committee and Chairman Thomas Doty.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I call the Calendar and Rules Committee meeting to order. Do we have any visitors wishing to address this committee about agenda items only? You may do so now. Seeing none, we'll move forward. Item 3, old business. A, we have none. Item 4, new business, is a review of the regular calendar items. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
By Mr. Horner. Thank you, sir. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Ahern. Thank you, ma'am. Any discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 4B is review of the consent calendar items. And as a reminder, it was just in the Public Services Committee that it will be item 11D under Public Services Committee on our regular calendar. We'll have the regular the remaining funding can be approved but must be requested specifically from the county commission prior to spending. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Howell. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Do I have any discussion on this? Hearing none, call for the vote. All those in favor, I'm saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Doty, for that. That concludes our business for tonight. Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask the mayor a question.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Neesmith would like to address you.
What are your plans for the Hale House and the Hyde House?
There are no plans yet, sir. We want to get things settled, get the jail opened up, get the health department done, and see where we're at. We've got maintenance that needs to be done all around us, including...
They both empty now?
No, sir, they are not. The Hale House is being used by our maintenance department, and our animal control maintains that as office location at the moment. The Hyde House is being used for probation.
Animal control what?
Animal control has that's where they report, or they've got a computer there. That's all it is. They've just got a place that they pull in and park and can walk in and get on the computer and do their work. That's what animal control does there.
Hyde House?
The Hyde House is for probation, and Blaine Construction is still in the Hyde House currently.
For probation, you're gonna have to redo a lot of stuff in there, aren't you? Because it's not handicap accessible.
Sir, we use the first
Meet the
floor.
fire codes.
Where they use the Hyde House, it is handicap accessible, yes, sir. But it will not remain there, and that'll be a decision of this body once we move forward. We've got a lot of work to do, Mr. Neesmith. Once things settle down and dust settles, we've got a lot of work, including work on this building here, this historic building that needs wastewater. Yeah, the infrastructure. There's a lot of work to do, and all this has got to be evaluated. I'm just hoping we can wait until we get things settled with the two big construction projects that are in front of us. Let those things settle down and not take on any more until we get that done.
Okay, that's all I had, Bobby. Okay.
Anything else?
Chairman Hahn, any chance that we can see a rules committee anyway soon?
We have no plans for one, no.
What would it take to get it on the agenda, sir?
We have discussed that several times. I don't see what we need a meeting for. There's nothing to meet about.
Well,
We have rules and we try to follow those rules. So what would we meet about?
Well, we definitely could amend some of those rules to let them better serve the citizens of Hamblen County.
Okay, if you think something needs to be amended, you can bring that before the body.
Well, I think I've submitted several emails, but I haven't gotten any responses, sir. I would love to have a response from somebody that cared.
That was uncalled for.
That's the truth. Yes, sir.
Well, we're not planning on any rules committee meetings at this point. We stand adjourned.